This is MacVoices TV. The Take Control ebook series are media sponsors of MacVoices TV. Visit them at takecontrolbooks.com. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner, and MacVoices TV is at Macworld Conference and Expo. This time you're finding us in the Kensington booth talking to Matt Hoag about some of the products they're showing off here. Matt, welcome to MacVoices TV.
Thanks, Chuck. We've got this great product I want to talk to you about. It's our Bluetooth hands-free car kit, so that you can use your iPhone in your car. The difficult thing about using your iPhone in the car is that you've got to do a lot of button presses to get a call started. And there's no, the touch screen's great, but there's no touch points, so you can't do it blind. You've got to take your eyes off the road. So that really bothered us. So we wanted to come to a solution where, you know, even if your phone's locked out, you want to be able to make a call with just a single touch. So we've got a series of preset memory buttons up here on our Bluetooth hands-free kit. So all you have to do is you just push the one button, it'll initiate a call, and right there, you've got the call started on your iPhone, just with a single touch. It's a great product too because it's easy to set up. You don't have to download your contact list or anything like that. All you have to do is connect a call between this phone and the number you want to save, and then all you have to do, just like your FM radio, you just push and hold the button and it'll save that number, and then it's ready to go for your use.
That's very cool, and I've got 3 presets.
You've got 3 presets for your phone, and then if there's 2 other phones in your family, they each get 3 presets as well. So the presets stay with the phone. You've got your 3 presets, your wife has her 3 presets, and then one more person can have theirs as well.
Okay, so we have a software client running on this to make it all happen?
No software at all, it's just run with the Bluetooth that's in the iPhone. You're ready to go as soon as you take your iPhone and you take this product out of the box. But the other great thing actually though is that a lot of people have problems with power with these devices. They often run out of power, and while they're charging, they can't use them. So we thought about that too. And what we did is we added this replaceable battery system where you can quickly take the battery out. You'll have another one ready to go. We ship it with 2 batteries. You just take your second fully charged battery in, slide it in, and right away you're ready to go.
Okay, how about charging the battery, obviously?
Well, we ship it with a battery charger and with an adapter so that you can set that battery charger up in the car. So it comes with 2 batteries, a battery charger, and a car USB charger, so you can charge your iPhone as well.
Okay, what I like about this best already is that you don't mess with me. You've shipped 2 batteries so that I can do exactly what I really need to do instead of having to play that game.
Exactly, but that's what Kensington's about. We like to think through the problem and give you what you need right off the bat.
Now this obviously impressed someone because you picked up a Best of Show 2009 from iProng magazine.
Yeah.
What does this go for?
This sells for $119.99, and it's available in Amazon.com, Apple.com, and I think it's going to be spreading out across the retail landscape pretty soon.
It's a very cool solution because, again, 2 batteries, but also you haven't tried to overreach. You just said, because if you stop and look at your recent call list, you have three calls or 3 numbers. That's where you make a lot of calls to. So if you need something more advanced than that, you want to look for another solution. But for home, office, you know, your kids, something like that, this has got to be ideal.
Exactly. We talked to a lot of users, and we found out that really, probably 70% of their calls are really just made to 3 numbers. You're leaving work, you've got to let your family know that you're on your way home. That's one of the key ones. You got to get in touch with your wife, that's the next one. And then we threw in an extra one as well.
Very cool, very cool. Thank you, Matt, that's great. We're still in the Kensington booth, this time talking to Bill Rathbone, the product manager for input devices and wireless devices?
Hands-free devices.
Hands-free devices, sorry, hands-free devices. You have new trackballs.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Anyone that listens to this show knows I'm a huge trackball fan, and I'm a huge Kensington trackball fan, so you have something new, I want to touch it.
Awesome, I'd love to hear it. Let me show you.
Absolutely.
This is the Expert Mouse, which we launched in 2003, which was state-of-the-art at the time we launched it. It included an optical sensor instead of a mechanical mechanism for the ball, which meant you didn't have to clean it and it didn't get gunked up, stayed smooth and consistent in use. It also has a mechanical scroll ring, you'll see on the screen. As you scroll, the image can scroll. And the buttons are all programmable via MouseWorks software. The new trackball is the Slimblade Trackball. And this product has 2 laser sensors at 45-degree angle. And the reason why it has that advanced technology is to enable, if you'll watch, rotating the ball will scroll up and down. Still moves the cursor and transitions to scrolling.
Wow.
What we call firmware magic. In addition to that, which is the fundamental technical achievement, there are 2 additional features that are implemented in the software driver. One of them is what we call media mode. Clicking on the upper left button goes into media mode, where the trackball now controls iTunes volume, play, pause, stop, and so on, out of media mode. So it does that without interrupting your work, allows you to stay productive, but at the same time acknowledges that you're probably listening to music and you may want to change the volume, change the track, so on. The other mode is called view mode. Click on the upper right button, and now rotating the trackball zooms, moving the trackball pans through a document and goes back to normal.
Wow, that's sweet. That's sweet. Now, I'm an unabashed fan of trackballs, so not everyone that sees this is going to get it.
Right.
What is it about trackballs that appeals to some people and doesn't appeal to some others?
There are a number of different reasons why people move to trackballs. One of them is just discomfort. There are people who are using a mouse for an extended period of time and they get discomfort in their arm and hands and elbows and so on, and a trackball is much easier to operate in that respect. There are also power users who have large resolution displays, maybe multiple displays, who value the fact that you can be very precise by moving the ball just a little bit, or you can be very big by moving the ball a lot. And you can't do the same kind of thing with a mouse. With a mouse, you either set the cursor speed to be very precise, but then if you're trying to move from the lower left corner to the upper right corner, you are dragging and lifting and dragging again. Or you set it to be very fast, in which case the cursor jumps all over the place and you can't be precise. So I think that the trackball offers the best input solution.
And what's always intriguing to me is I've had so many people tell me I can't be precise with the trackball. And I say, how can you be precise with a mouse if you can't be precise with a trackball? So,
yeah, agreed. And that's one of the advantages of the large trackball as well. I mean, there are some other trackballs that are smaller and lighter, and I can see that argument perhaps in some other trackballs. But this one with the big, heavy ball, which is it's about the weight of a cue ball. To give people an idea, there is inertia that it glides. It has 3 ruby bearings that it rests on, so it's very smooth, but it still has inertia. It is heavy. It takes a little bit of effort, which is good for precise work. It doesn't jump around.
What are the ergonomics of a trackball as opposed to a mouse? I know you were just saying, that a mouse usually requires a grip. A trackball doesn't necessarily. You can use fingers, hand, palm, pretty much everything.
I think that's one of the biggest advantages, is that you aren't limited to a certain way to interact with it. Mouse designs, typically they're right-handed, and they take an average hand shape and size, and they design the contours of the mouse for that average hand and shape and size. And the problem is that if your hand isn't that size or shape, or if you're an older person, or if you have some disabilities, you don't have the free range of motion and comfort that you would otherwise, you can't use the device. And the thing about a trackball is you can use your fingertips, you can use your palm, you can use the side of your hand, you can use your left hand, your right hand, it's ambidextrous. You can use it however you want to use it.
And friends of mine who have been to my workplace know that one of the big things for me is I only have to clear that much desk space. And it's blocked off. Right. Otherwise, I've just never have room for a mouse. So,
right. And in the home environment, one of the interesting things that we found when we go in and visit people in a real live home environment is nobody has room for anything. There are piles of stuff around the desk, around the computer, in every home. And so having a device that doesn't require any more than about 6 or 7 inches by 8 or 9 inches and doesn't move around, and you can have other things stacked up next to it and it works fine, is great. It's a great advantage.
It's very cool. It's very cool. What can I say? I think it's a great next step for the Kensington Trackball line.
Great, thank you. Thank you. We're very proud of it.
Thank you for taking the time. It looks like it's been a good show. And in fact, we had to throw people out so we could talk about this. So.
It's been a great show. Great show.
That's great. Folks, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices TV at Macworld Conference and Expo. We'll be back again soon. Thanks for watching. The Take Control ebook series are media sponsors of MacVoices TV. Visit them at takecontrolbooks.com. MacVoices TV is part of the MacVoices Group and a member of Mac Level 10.